Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're back Forza Horizon 4 with some brand new cars added into the game. This is the Bmw M3 Gtr and look at that front bumper. It looks so good. This is an iconic car. The M3 Gtr has the kit all the way around, obviously, from the E46 M3 Gtr, literally the race car. It's just so good looking. It's really nice. Obviously, it's just the normal E46 M3, but it's over the top and overly exaggerated. It's beautiful. It's obviously a lot faster, and it also does not have an inline 6. This has a V8. This E46 M3 has a V8. Pretty interesting car. I'm really down to try this thing. I have no idea what it's like. I mean, obviously this was just added into the game with this season, so now we got to unlock it and actually try to use it. So right now it makes 375 horsepower, makes 390 newton meters of torque. It's I think it's a pretty high revving V8. It's a 4-liter V8. Is this the same engine that's in the E92 M3 or whatever, the E90 whatever M3s? You guys can let me know down in the comments, because this is also a 4-liter V8, and so are the other ones. So again, like I said, you guys can let me know down in the comments if it's the same. But obviously, I think the other ones make a little bit more power. I think they make over 400 horsepower compared to this. Either way, let's just drive it, see what it's like, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun to slide around, because that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing with this car in this video, is mess around with it like that. I think the BMW Z4 is what I'm gonna take a look at in a different video, in the next one. Sound-wise, I have my volume turned really low because I was doing some races. No, I don't have my volume turned low. Why is it so low? Maybe it's just for my... Okay, never mind. It's just my headphones. Just my headphones. I mean, it sounds okay. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too exceptional. Interior sound, though, a little bit better, I think. This is a proper enthusiast car. Like, what? This is a full-on collector's car now, I think. The GTR. They're stupidly rare and very expensive. 100%. Yeah, I'm not sure about the sound. I'm trying to listen to it, but like, I'm not really sure about it. It looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, the E46 M3 was always like a good-looking car, but obviously, you know, if you have an M3, if you have an M3 that's obviously a lot more kitted out than your standard M3. I mean, still, like, the standard M3 is still a really good car to own, but a fully kitted out M3, which is completely different to the standard one, especially this one, because it's literally just a race car for the road. It's stripped out, I think, on the inside, or actually no, it may still have like its luxuries and stuff like that, but like, it's I think it's definitely a lot lighter than your standard E46 M3. Okay, I really like the sound, and I really like the sound from the interior. I think it's much better. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. Okay. The tail comes out a little bit as well. It does need a little bit more power though, especially since we're in Forza, and Forza doesn't depict real-life power very well. It's pulling well, though. Alright, now that we've messed around with this thing stock, I think it's time we have a look and see what we can do to this car, visually as well as mechanically. I don't really want to change my engine from this thing. I want to keep it as the engine that's already in it now, the 4-liter V8. I don't really know what sort of engine options we have. I'm gonna guess we have some BMW options. That's what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess we have the V10, the M5, M6 V10, and then I don't know what else to actually think. Like, what else can they add? Because they're not gonna add the 3.2. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we have like an LS. We have a 5.2 V10? Is this... I think this is... Wait, is this a... I'm trying to remember. Is the BMW a 5.2 V10 or is it a 5-liter V10? I don't know. Either way, we have a V10 and a V8 here. If we have an LS and then this V10 as well. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm going to also keep it rear-wheel drive. I don't want to turbo it. I want to keep it NA. I think we're just best around by adding a little bit more power. Usually disappointing with... why would you want to do that? Why would you want to not have the GTR wing on this thing? Okay, so visually we can't really change much on it. As for our wheels, again, these are classic BMW wheels. Don't really know if I want to change anything to it there. We can have race tires on it, obviously. We can go with slightly wider wheels in the front. I'm actually really surprised that this only has 225s in the front. But then again, this is a fairly small car compared to like the newer cars out nowadays. And then I guess pretty much race spec everything. We'll see if I can get this thing to slide a little bit. I don't really know if I want to now since... oh, we can have drift suspension. Can we not put... We can't change the... Oh, we can... Why did I not... I don't even know why I didn't go into this. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We'll put drift suspension on it. We'll keep it on... We'll keep it on race tires because we'll see how much power we can actually squeeze out of this thing. And let's just go full drift spec on this thing. Again, just race spec everything. And then with our drift suspension, we should have the extra... Let's just keep continuing working. I don't know why I went all the way back. Now, visually, I don't really want to change a lot to this thing. Even though I can't do a lot anyway. However, mechanically, it's got 598 horsepower, 645. This thing goes up to 677 horsepower. Out of the standard V8 that's in it now. Should I supercharge it? I think that'll be a little bit more interesting than just making it a twin turbo. I'm gonna supercharge this thing. It'll make it a little bit more interesting. 862 horsepower. 800, pretty much a 900 horsepower M3 with the standard engine, but it's with supercharged. Okay, I think it looks really, really good, especially with this paint that I tried to sort of replicate like Uniseca blue, and obviously I made the wheels a little bit darker, and the carbon fiber mirrors and carbon fiber hood. I think this looks decent. Now let's actually have a look and see what this thing is like to drive. It looks really, really good outside. I think the blue is just a little bit too light. I think it needs to be a little bit darker. It looks a little bit more like a baby blue now. It's obviously just different lighting, but still, it looks a little bit too light. Sounds good still. It sounds a little bit louder than before. It also picks up the pace a little bit better. I like this. I like the way this drives. I already went a little bit too fast. I mean, it does have drift suspension on it, so I think we might have to start sliding this thing about. Let's see what that's like. But just on a nice road like this, it actually grips kind of well. I mean, obviously we put some bigger tires on it and some lower, stiffer suspension, so it won't be as much of a boat, even though before it wasn't really that bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all trying to get this thing to oversteer. It does it very, very easy. I mean, it does have 900 horsepower. Very, very, very easy car to control. I mean, I didn't really want to build this thing as a drift car. I just sort of put the drift suspension on it so we can get it a little lower. And make it look a lot better, as well as have the fully customizable fully customizable setup. It doesn't really sound supercharged at all. I don't know. I like it. I think it's nice. I also wanted to get rid of the map and the map and the dials and everything like that off the screen. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, where I just pretty much, whenever I take a look at any sort of cars, brand new cars, I'd want to have as little possible things up on the screen as possible. So the game just looks a lot better, I think. I think we need some interior view, so let's do this. You can see how much faster it is at accelerating. It's much faster than before. I think on the interior you can actually hear a little bit of a whine from the supercharger. Throwing that wind with a little bit of all-wheel drifting. It drives really well, not gonna lie. You can hear it just a little bit in the back. Bit of a whistle. I like that. I like that the supercharger isn't too loud on this. I don't know if I would have liked like a big whine on it, like it does with some cars. It's really, really good to drive. I like it. Well, I think that might be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys want to see on the channel. If you want anything specific for me to check out, I definitely will try that. But for now, this was the BMW M3, the iconic BMW M3 Gtr E46. And of course, I had to take a look at it as soon as it dropped in the game. Because, I mean, look at it. It's just, like I said, it's an iconic car. And I had to have a look at it. So, next up, I think is time to have a look at the BMW Z4, so I'm going to do that in the next video. Again, like I said, if you want to see anything specific on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. And for now, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.